Hey everybody, it's Glenn back with another Clash Royale analysis video. You're going to look at this and wonder why my opponent didn't win. And I was thinking about this too when I was reviewing this game, because there were a lot of opportunities for my opponent to really put their foot down on what I was doing, and for some reason they got hesitant. And I'm thinking, well, if they weren't hesitant, or if they made different decisions in the game, perhaps it would have went their way. But instead, as you'll see, we get the win here. But it really, I think it's a good example of, if you're playing in ranked and you're trying to move up in ranking, you're gonna make decisions that you'll probably look back and say, okay, maybe I shouldn't have done this. Let's just go through this right now. Okay, so you see the decks here we have. I don't have really anything to start with, so I think I put down a tombstone. Yep. Okay, so we put down a tombstone, and they go with Prince. Far right with Wizard here. So you got Prince and Wizard here. Now I put down Tesla, so it's clear that Tesla's going to be gone. It's just a matter of whether I can get Prince to come down to the tombstone and then really be safe from there. I do have a fireball, but I'm trying to see if I can avoid it, but no, I just don't even want to take a chance. So really, just one shot on the tower, and it really could have been really bad, and we saved the tombstone, so that's good. So that buys us some time to do something. We can either attack or we can just build. So right here, I have a hut just at the same time they play Hog. So this is really unfortunate, and now I'm thinking to myself, okay, Hog is going to make it to the tower no matter what. So in this case, and it looks like here it says that I'm about to get Inferno Tower or Cart, but in the game it was a slight delay. It shows that it's like 4 2/3, but really in the game it was like at 4, so I was freaking out. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna get Inferno Tower. We can either just eat the damage or figure out something to do afterward. And I think this is really where the game turned. This was the first turning point of the game here. So I go with Mortar, and they go with Fireball. So now that was strange, because in my head I'm thinking, and like I saw the Fireball, but really my focus is on Hog taking care of Mortar, because Mortar was just there to buy time. But if you think about it, now looking back at this game, this was really a bad play by my opponent. If they had thrown the Fireball at the Mortar, it gets tower damage, and Hog gets a free opportunity to take down the Princess Tower, because I'm not going to have anything left after this point. Yes, I'm still going to have a full hut on the left side, but that doesn't matter in the situation, because if you look at it here, Hog's going to take out, or no, Fireball's going to come down, take this out. Hog's going to have probably 2/3 health, and it's going to get as many shots as they want on the tower. I just can't understand why this Fireball was played on the left side. So I thought that was a really big turning point to start this game. Yes, Hog does get a couple shots. I think 1, 2, and that was it. But if you think about it, it really could have been really, really bad. So they come in with Gang, just get rid of them. And that really allowed me to think about it and set up again. We can try to play round 2. I'm guessing if they have Prince, which they do. Tombstone. I played up a little bit higher with Tesla. I'm expecting Wizard to come at any point again. And that was really good too, that the Wizard was hit by the Tesla instead of Prince. And Prince goes to the center, and Wizard does only 2 damage. So we're down to 1880, but if you really think about it, this, I mean, it really could have been tower down, or like close to 2 fireballs away from finishing it if they had thrown their fireball toward the right tower instead of toward the hut and the left tower. So the game really changed just because of that that fireball. I thought that was really interesting looking back at it now. In my head, I'm thinking, okay, how am I going to tie this game right now? Because I'm down to 1880 here, and I need to do some damage. So that's why I played the mortar. Right now, I played it early with no backup. They play fireball. Now, again, another fireball. They play fireball. Instead of going after the mortar, they go after the hut. I thought that was really, really strange because the mortar is just gonna be eating away at the princess tower if you don't do anything to it. And right now they don't have anything. They could drop gang, but I'm ready with Zap. They could go with Hog. I thought it was just really strange that two fireballs going in different places here. So they do come with Hog, but I'm ready with the Inferno Tower. So after all this, I think we're safe, and we're actually almost tied. We shouldn't be tied, but I mean, we shouldn't be like this close in the game, but for some reason we are. And now I can just kind of slowly build, set up for defense, and then wait until I get the good opportunity to bring in cart or mortar. They bring a minion horde. I bring a cart to the center so that Prince can just stay in the center, not get anywhere near the Princess Tower. And again, another fireball right at the hut instead of anywhere else. They go right at the hut. And if you think about it now, this is now becoming cumulative because this is 3 fireballs at the left tower. If it's what 290, I don't even remember what it's almost 300. So we're talking about those 3 fireballs, and we're not talking about like fireballs. Well, if they had played it on the right Princess Tower, then they really couldn't have done X. No, those were 3 independent. There were really 3 independent fireballs that could have dropped here. I'm down to less than 300 health here on the Princess Tower, which means they're a log and a fireball away from winning. Instead, they kept attacking the huts, and now I have an opportunity to steal. It's just really an opportunity to steal this game. So again, I think they were just, I don't know, for some reason they were just worried that on whatever was happening on the left side with the hut. And now I got a big push. I come in with Wizard. I'm not worried if he drops, but it doesn't matter anyways. He got through. And now I'm 1 fireball away from winning. This was just really, I don't know. I thought this was just so strange to see this because I thought that there were plenty of opportunities for my opponent to win this game if they just put more pressure on me on the right side. You know, it's really one of those things where, and I've talked about this in previous games, where I'll attack on the left and my opponent will attack on the right, and then one of us has to make a decision on who's going to blink first. And usually, if I know if I can get my opponent to go to the left, I have a really good chance of winning because they're worried about what I'm bringing. I don't mind going to the right, but I want to make sure that if I really haven't done anything on the left side, then I'll go to the right and just kind of protect and see what I can do. But this was just a weird situation where if they had just kept attacking on the right side, they win this game easily. So if you're watching this and you're trying to move up the ranks, don't be scared to impose your will. I think it was a lost opportunity for my opponent. I mean, I'm glad for the win. I'm glad I'm still up in the Master 3 ranks. I'm still trying to get to 6,000 for Season 9. But, this was definitely one of those games where, I thank the lucky stars that my opponent decided to worry about cards that eventually, I don't know if it made a difference or not, but they they didn't put their focus on the important part of you know, getting that tower that would have given the win. So I'm gonna end it here. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, the like button, whatever button, you know, that gives you approval here on the wherever you're watching this, and I'll see you in the next video.